You're killing me.
It will be eventually.
You're fucking
Hey, Eric,
killing
get the fuck out of here, dude. You're in our light.
You're in our light. Bitch, get out of the way.
Thanks, dude.
All right, I got you. All right.
Try not to be squirting too much off set.
Hi, welcome to Savepoint, a video game show about video games where we answer your questions that you pose to us on YouTube, Twitter, and Tumblr with hashtag Savepoint. I'm Michael Anthony.
I'm Ryan Shepard.
And I'm Nick Rubio.
And tonight we got a pretty good show for you, so without further ado, let's just get right into it.
Oh, also, a new set and background and shots.
That is, and our new offices are fantastic. Moving on up. Keeping up with the Jeffersons. Let's go.
All right, go for it, dude. Balls deep.
All right, this first topic is from Carl the Great from Tumblr. Call of Duty Ghosts, duh. Did you get it? Thoughts on it? Well, Carl the Great, it's not out yet. So,
Yeah, this is filmed before it's coming out. It's coming out tonight at midnight.
It is. Needless to say, though, I can get my hands on it. Like, it's not impossible to. I mean, I know people who've been playing the game, and from them they say it's Call of Duty. Like, from them the consensus is it's Call of Duty. Like, it's not broken, it's not changed.
Is it the same thing with Assassin's Creed 4 with the pizza thing? Where it's like even bad pizza is still pizza?
Exactly. It's... I don't know if you worded that 100% now that I'm thinking about that in my head.
Was that not it?
It was Batman. That was talking about Batman.
Oh, well...
Regardless. I mean...
It applies to it. I mean, it's,
yeah,
it does.
Yeah,
Every Assassin's Creed is
from what I've heard, it's good enough. It's fine. It's just like every other Call of Duty. Not that that's a bad thing, or every other Call of Duty is bad.
Can you imagine that? Like,
I don't want to undersell this
like,
or something.
A little like video advert, like IGN said it's good enough. Plays like the rest.
simple.
Call of Duty, a New York Times average seller. All right.
Mediocre at best.
Kotaku said pretty much like acceptable.
You maybe should buy it.
But no, I'm interested in playing it. I want to see what this extinction mode, see if it actually is really interesting, and see if it's fun. We're not gonna know until we see the reviews, till we get our hands on it ourselves, and yeah.
I want to see some of the new like all the technology they showed off and stuff.
That dog though,
Right? Call of Duty Doge.
Wow, Doge. So much guns.
So much guns. Such action.
Dog of Duty.
Oh,
All right, does that answer that question, or satisfy?
I hope we satisfied you, Carl.
Call of Booty.
The Great.
Call the Great. Worship.
Grips of Wrath.
What is one of these things? You always gotta go with the second one.
Yeah, that's a pretty bad topic.
No,
choice.
it's not a bad topic. It's just I have to grab a couple in the world.
Oh, man.
All right, Gamer X on Twitter says, which is harder, first-person shooters or third-person shooters? Hashtag Savepoint. That's gonna depend on the game. Is what I'm at.
I don't know. I feel like first-person shooters, just because the fact that with third-person shooters, you can see behind you. Like you
Okay, in that aspect, it is easier because like you can see when something comes up behind you.
you have such a range. Like in Gears of War, like if somebody's coming at you from the side, you know that they're coming at you from the side.
but also in a game like Gears of War, enemies come at you from the side and from above and from below because they know that the player has
that range of view.
Exactly.
Have you seen those 360 no scopes though?
Yeah, I have.
They're everywhere.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's gonna depend on the game. Like I don't know. When I think of third-person shooter, I keep thinking of Mass Effect, but Mass Effect isn't a game you can really look at as like really a shooter. I don't think.
Not if we're talking like the pinnacle of a third-person shooter.
Yeah.
It's not.
Well, then I think like Resident Evil 5 or you know.
I don't know. I'm kind of taking this question more as a, like from like
in general.
No, multiplayer aspects. And
Oh,
stuff
multiplayer.
like that. Like that's what like I feel like maybe like that's what he's asking.
Okay, so yeah, like Gears of War.
Yeah, like Call of Duty comparatively to Gears of War, like
What's harder?
Yeah, I feel like Call of Duty is much harder.
No.
You don't think so?
No, I feel okay. And I don't know if it's the I don't know if it's the community in Gears, but Gears Online is a sink or swim affair. There's no middle ground with that community.
Well, okay, it depends on when you get in on a game, because any game, if you wait too long, like everyone knows all the exploits and all the cheats, and like, oh yeah, if you like grab in the cover 3 times and do a backflip, you actually just kill everyone in the game and their heads explode. Or like people do those things where they get outside the map.
Yeah.
And I don't know. That happens with every game though.
Yeah, I feel like that's the same thing with Call of Duty. Like every time I play a Call of Duty game, I'm just like, everyone's like, I mean, you're either on the top or you're on the bottom, and the people who are in between are just cannon fodder.
So it's hard because you have to look at like, okay, if you played Gears of War on day one, if you played Modern Warfare 2 on day one, I'm just trying to think of this like same time period.
I would still say Gears is harder. Gears, I mean, because third-person shooters, because the developers know you're gonna get that field of view, because they know you're gonna get that. You're not limited to the most basic, like, you know, Call of Duty is a lot of straight hallway with like a shooting gallery. Enemies just pop up, and you're like, oh, I got him, and I got him, and I got him. We're just trading fire back and forth. Where when you look at a game like Gears, when you look at a lot of third-person shooters, they're more open, and because the developers know you can see over here and you can see over there, the areas are bigger, the areas are usually wider, open, more sandboxy. You know what I'm trying to say? Mm-hmm. And that's not to say first-person shooters aren't sandboxy. I mean, Halo's a prime example of that, where there's big open spaces and you can do whatever you want. But I feel like, for me, third-person shooters are difficult. Like, if you took a third-person shooter and made it a first-person shooter and changed nothing except the camera angle, I think the game would be ridiculous. Like, it would just be not fun to play, and it'd be much more difficult.
Are we counting Skyrim? You know, because it is a first-person shooter, but you can turn it into third-person, and I mean, bow and arrow, I mean...
Well, I mean, if we're going to go bow and arrow in Skyrim, it's got to be first-person. Or else you're a scrub.
That's what I'm saying.
Or else your sneak skill and your archery skill.
I'm gonna say it depends on the
low.
game. That's my verdict on it.
All right.
I don't know. Nikki pulling them out. Pull them out. Put it out. Put it out. Put it out. Put it out. Put out.
That was the sign.
Startled.
That was the sign to pull it out. I'm ethnic, guys. I'm just all in the crime.
Am I gonna be shot?
I'm in all the crime, guys.
All right. Nelly D. Relish at Nelly D. Relish
On Twitter.
From Twitters.
Twitters. Hashtag Savepoint. Government checks.
Hashtag Savepoint. What is the most tedious mini game you've had to endure and/or was so bad you refused to play altogether? Rayman. The mini games in the original Rayman for PlayStation 1. Fuck
Mini
'em.
games.
Fuck them.
So
okay.
super difficult, tedious mini game.
Okay, I don't know if you'd call it a mini game as much as it is a meta game, just a game within the game. Scanning planets in Mass Effect 2, searching for like iridium and all that crazy
calming.
stuff.
I found that I would just kind of put music on.
No,
and
I
do
was just
that.
like, oh my god, I gotta
But
scan this planet again.
But if you didn't do that, you like had like the worst ending ever.
Exactly.
Everybody died.
Exactly.
It's all your fault because you didn't spend 5 minutes searching a motherfucking planet to make your shit better.
Exactly. As soon as you come through, they're like, oh, debris field, everybody dead.
Oh wow.
Because apparently, without scanning planets, your ship is just made out of toilet paper.
Difficult mini games.
Super Turkey Punch, Super Turbo Turkey Puncher from Doom 3. Wasn't a bad mini game, but it got definitely tedious.
Who's this guy?
Fuck, you guys are like...
Tekken Bowling from Tekken 3.
Um,
Tekken Volleyball from Tekken 3.
You know, this is a weird one, but it was from like Dead or Alive 4. There was like a thing where you had to like collect all the fruits in the stages. Do you know what I'm talking about? It was like survival mode or something. I guess that's sort of a mini game.
I don't feel like mini games are like a huge part of like video games in general anymore.
Not anymore. Unless you're making that genre game like a Mario Party.
The poker, that one like mini pool game that you would play from Prey. Do you remember that in the beginning of Prey when you were in the bar?
That doesn't really count if it's like in 2 minutes of the game.
It's a mini game though. It's part of the game.
I'm thinking of one, and I feel like there's one that.
Fucking Tekken Bowling. You don't need to play Tekken Bowling to fucking.
Yeah, I don't know. How are those mini games in Pokemon X and Y? Are those any good?
There's no mini games.
Yeah.
I mean, like there
Well,
are.
your super training.
There
Your
are
super
the
training.
super training, but I don't know. I found them fun.
Super
You
training.
think they're fun? They're good.
Yeah,
Not
but they're
tedious?
generic.
Pokemon
They're very
real.
generic. It's kind of like fix
Honestly,
the picture.
For me, like when I think, like my thing is any game where I have to collect anything to get 100%. I don't enjoy that. I don't like doing it. It's not fun for
I
me.
don't feel like it's a mini game.
But it
Well,
is
that's
because
a meta
it's
game.
yeah, okay. It's like
Meta
game within a game. I don't know. It's miniature in comparison to
is.
the game.
Unless you're
Exactly.
playing like Assassin's Creed where the game's fucking huge. I don't feel like it's very mini then. Or Spider-Man where fucking...
Hated it.
Yeah.
I love Spider-Man games. I don't like Coke. I don't like those
Like all the
token things.
balloons.
I don't know.
Those old Spider-Man games with Bruce Campbell as the narrator. Oh,
That was the best part. Like
Those were the days.
that's tutorials done right. Like I'll play any game with tutorial where it's Bruce Campbell doing the voiceover.
exactly.
For it.
You could have Bruce Campbell in 5 minutes of a game, and I just gotta have it.
Yeah, absolutely. He's like
I guess the only reason I went
America's
to go
darling.
see Wizard of Oz was just to see Bruce Campbell in it.
Yeah, he played the one of the
Green Man, yeah, the Green
yep,
guy.
yep.
I was like, that's the only reason I watched it. Fuck James Franco. I want to see 5 minutes of Bruce Campbell.
Bruce Campbell
Burn
is
notice.
the king of B movies.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
B, the B in B movies is for Bruce.
Yeah.
But not the B movie. Who was
No,
that?
no, that was
Who was
Jerry
that?
Seinfeld.
Was
That
it?
was Jerry Seinfeld.
He was the main guy.
yes.
The B.
Yes.
Oh.
Even
A
looked
little
like him
Jewish, little Jewish
Yeah.
bee with a Jewish family. Of
You
course,
know,
it's Jerry Seinfeld.
What happened to There was this one dude who was really obnoxious on Comedy Central, and he had like one movie, and he had like a hidden camera show, and he had like one movie where like he was a white guy trying to be really gangster.
Jimmy Kennedy?
Yes.
Kennedy? He was in Malibu's
Yes.
Malibu's one?
God, whatever happened to him?
Uh,
Did he go the way of Pauly Shore?
No, you know what actually happened to him?
Huh.
He dated Jennifer Love Hewitt for a long time.
What?
Yeah. The gods smiled down upon him and then immediately took that
Well,
away
it's
from
like
him.
Mila Kunis dated Macaulay Culkin,
Yeah, she was married to Macaulay Culkin for like 2 years.
She was married?
They were
and
married.
you know what? He only looks more weird now.
Exactly.
But his,
Like as he gets
Under-inspired
older,
movies going on right now. I
as
don't know
he
how that
gets
happened.
older, he looks like he's on more and more crack.
Yeah, he's going the way of Casper.
his brother,
Yeah.
though.
Friendly
Good
ghost.
actor.
Yeah, Kieran Culkin?
Yes.
Don't
Yeah.
know him. What's he in?
Wallace? From Scott Pilgrim? Really?
He's pretty
Jason Schwartzman?
good. No.
No, Wallace.
No, Kieran Culkin.
No,
Kieran
you
Culkin
didn't
is
say
not
Scott.
Jason Schwartzman.
No, just when you say Scott Pilgrim, I just think of Jason Schwartzman. You ever seen Bored to Death? It's a good series.
No.
Not continued anymore though. Jason Schwartzman, great actor, beautiful, Jewish.
All right.
Wait, do we want to do another topic? We got time for another one?
What should we do?
Let's get one more in
Get
there.
in there.
Oh, I feel like these are gonna
Wait, do we have a final verdict on like what game had the worst mini games in it?
I don't know. Like
You tell us in the comments because I have no idea.
Yeah,
what's
just
the
the
worst,
worst.
mini games ever? And it made just so bad that you stopped playing the game and you were gonna trade it in, but you're like, no, I can't do this as someone else. So you took the disc and you broke it, and then you broke it into shards and you put it in your friend's drink. That's not really your friend. Like your traitor. Someone who betrayed
You're
you.
a friend of me.
Yeah, you're in front of me. Like you like ground the disc into like glass shards and you put it in his drink.
he's just taking a drink of it.
If you
Hey,
get-
too brute.
Yeah.
And he just dies.
He dies because of awfulness.
shards.
Any variation of that.
Yeah.
I mean, if it's close, you know. Worst mini games? Tell us in the comments. We'll probably give away a poster. This is our Pacific Rim poster. This is Diablo poster, and there's a Dragon's Crown poster not visualized here. We're giving those away. Leave us a nice comment.
All right, one last topic, real quick, rapid fire, is from Monsieur Birds again, super fan, Monsieur Birds.
Loves you.
I got you. From Tumblr. How about a discussion on how insane Grasshopper games are? I mean,
So Suda51.
so Suda51. I mean, it's a Suda51 game.
You know-
I mean, do we even have to discuss how?
He's like a crazy Hideo Kojima.
He is.
I
That's what I
really
feel like.
want to play Killer 7. Like, I've never played it. I mentioned it before in one of the older episodes of Savepoint. It just seems like a really cool concept.
You know he wears shoe lifts.
What's a shoe lift?
Suda51 wears like platform shoes because he's like the tiniest man on the planet.
Well, that's saying something. If you, like, even among Asians, he's a tiny man.
He's a tiny man.
You know what you can play your Killer 7 on, right? Your Wii-Mini.
Oh God, have you seen that? they're now, yeah. Everyone's like, oh, they discontinued the Wii. No, so they could create a new abomination called the Wii-Mini, which is a smaller Wii that has no Wi-Fi connectivity.
Well, the Wii-Mini actually was released, if I'm correct, in Japan and Europe like
Yeah.
a year ago. And it's only now coming to the States.
You know you can buy a Wii for like less than $99.
and it has
used.
Wi-Fi connectivity.
Yeah.
Like used, you can buy it for less than like $60. I don't understand. Like first the 2DS, now this thing. Like,
Well,
Like, I don't understand,
because-
like, Nintendo employs, like this weird people who, like, have this, like, strange linear thinking, like, man, we made the Wii U, it's just like the Wii, but it has a gamepad, and it's not selling well. What? Okay, let's make a Wii Mini, right?
People
No
love-
new techno,
I
no.
love cute shit.
They
Come on.
hate new technology. We need to stop that shit. If we can get it back to 8-bit, we're gonna make more sales.
Well, here's the thing. People are going to buy that.
Yeah, they are.
Do you
People are
really
going to
think
buy
so?
that.
Yeah, no,
People
they
are going
will
to buy that.
buy the 2DS, dude.
People
They
are
do.
gonna buy
Okay,
that.
the 2DS I kind of get. Okay, it's cheaper. A lot of people don't like the 3D anyway. You know, even though it's an abomination. But the Wii Mini,
Yep.
who's that for? Who's that for?
For the 4 people in the United States who don't have a Wii. So for
I'm pretty
me.
sure it's.
I just feel like any
many-
device that
how
doesn't
many-
have Wi-Fi connection shouldn't exist. Like,
How many Wiis
I
were
won't even buy a toaster if it doesn't have Wi-Fi connection.
Everybody, I don't know anybody who doesn't have a Wii in their house. Like it's just like.
You know what? Somebody commented on our video and said that. Someone was like saying that, like, they're like, you know what you said is true. Like, my mom, who doesn't play video games, had a Wii. She sold it, and I came back to visit her, and she had another Wii. It's like I think it was an R.L. Stein book about the puppet, where like no matter what you did to try and get rid of it, it would just come back. Like you can't not have a Wii.
That's some creepy Twilight Zone kind of stuff.
Dude, somebody
I'm
write
going
that.
way back. Twilight Zone, Talkie Tina. If you're old, you'll get that reference. But no one's probably that old.
Yeah.
Yeah!
On the internet.
Rod Serling!
Get my yats though. All right, does that about cover it?
I think so for today.
All right, that's all for Savepoint today, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Don't forget to leave a comment, like the video, and if you haven't subscribed to us because we're desperate.
So desperate. Like you don't even know. You can't even begin to know the things I've done.
It's an unfathomable amount.
Of knowing.
Yes. Like Odin pulled his eyeball out to find
Great
out.
Odin's Raven. Alright, guys.
All right, my name's Ryan Shepard.
I'm Michael Anthony Torres.
I'm Nick Rubio.
Yeah, it's
And
pretty
we'll
good.
see you guys next time.
Yeah,
Good game.
yeah.
Alright, guys.
I enjoyed that. Let's get out of here, man. I'm gonna get some pizza or something.